going to solve a question, linked list cycle. Question number 141. So what's the question is, given head, the head of a linked list, determine if the linked list has a cycle in it. There is a cycle in a linked list if there is some node in the list that can be reached again by continuously following the next pointer internally. Pos is used to denote the index of the node, the tails next pointers, this blah 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 blah. So yeah, I explained the question, but it says that we have to find if the linked list has a cycle in it or not. Cycle in the sense is if there is a node which can be reached again or which can be accessed again, right? So like 3 is pointing towards 2 then it's pointing towards 0, then 0 is pointing towards -4, right? So as you can see here in this scenario, 4 -4 is again pointing towards 2, this 2, right? Not a different 2, a 2 which is already occurred, right? So this is creating a cycle. It means if I write a loop, it will go in it will become infinite, right? It will always, if I have to traverse this linked list, right, until there is no next, so it will go on an infinite loop, right? It will create an infinite condition where the loop is going on and on and on and on, because 4 is again pointing to, then 0 4 this way. So this is what will happen. So this is it asking that we have to check if there is a cycle like this in the linked list or not, right? So we have to write code for this, right? So how can we check this? If I simply think in my mind, right, I have to check if the list is already oh sorry, I'm saying list, if the node is already present in the list or not, right? I have to keep track of that. What I mean, let's say there is 3, then we have 2, then we have 0, then we have -4, right? So I have to track that this 3 is already gone. If this 3 is coming again, that means there is a cycle, right? So I have to track which nodes I already passed and which are next, right? So this is how I will check, right? So let's say I am at this point and I'm checking, this is pointing towards a node which has a value 2, right? And that node is basically an instance of class, so it doesn't matter whether it has the same value or a different value, because we are checking the instance. It's the same instance, so it means the node is already gone and there is a cycle present in the list, right? So I'm going to keep track. So to keep the track, we have to make a dictionary here. Python dictionary has cycle or node, let's say nodes, right? And I'm not going to make a dictionary, I'm going to make a set here, right? Because we just need to store the node itself, not any key or value pair, right? So while head means if there is a node exists, then only we can proceed. Otherwise it doesn't makes any sense if there is no linked list and you are performing a traversal here, right? So I'm going to perform a linear traversal which will go one by one to every node and store that node's instance in a set nodes, right? Nodes instances in okay. Now let's say head is pointing towards first node, right? So if head, I will check if this itself is already present in nodes instances or not. So if head is in, have head in this, it means there is a cycle, because head is okay. Head is not always, what is head? I will tell you. Head, you have given the head of a linked list, right? Head is the first node, right? So currently this variable head is pointing towards the first node, right? We will this variable will we will traverse through this variable in the linked list. So first is pointing in the first node, then it will point the second, then this. So we'll check whatever the node it is pointing, that node is already in the node instances or not, right? So remove the node instances, let's keep it nodes, don't want to make it complicated, make it simple. So if head is already if the head is already in the node set, that is, it means if the node the head variable is pointing is already in the set or not, we have to check. If this is already there, we will return true, means the cycle is present. It is asking us to return true if the cycle is present or not, or return false if not, right. So it will return true, the loop will exit, the function will exit, and the answer will be true. But if head is not present in the node set, then what? Then we'll add it in the node set. We'll okay, nodes dot add head, right? So this is how we add any value, anything in a set. We just have to write add. So add is a instance or method of a set class. So nodes, as a node is nodes variable is an instance of set, so we are calling its add functionality to add this head value. Head value is unknown, right? So let's say we are at 3. 3 is okay, I mean first node. So nodes is not in the first node is not present in node set, so we are adding it there. So in future we can check it's already, right, like this. We will add this in node set in second iteration, but in fourth, after fourth iteration, that is in fifth, it will check that, oh, that second node is already in the set, so we will return true, right? It means there is a cycle. Then we will do head is equal to head dot next, right? So head is pointing the first node, right now. How how you can traverse the linked list? This is the way. We said, we tell head that you are now pointing to the next node, which is head dot next. Now this head variable will point toward the next node, right? At the end, if this loop, look, if there is no linked list, oh, no cycle in the linked list, there is a time when there is no, I mean, if there is no, how can I say, I will say, yeah. So I'm saying that if there is no cycle in this list, then there must be a point where the a node will come which will not pointing any next node, right? I think I'm clear, right? So there will be a point, or there will be a stage when a particular node will not point to any next node, or the node dot next will be none, right? So at that time the loop will exit. So if the loop exit, we will return false, because then it means there is no cycle present in it, because if there was, then it will already return here, right? Okay, so how you can check this? POS is telling that where the cycle is, right? So, and head is the linked list. This is these are our inputs, right? So we have a simple code. This is a very iterative approach, so I'm writing here, right? Now I'm going to run this one thing, and I'm going to look, I have passed all the test cases. Now I'm going to submit this one thing, and let's see. This is a very very easy question, right? So submission is success accepted, right? So yeah, this is how it's been done. Thank you, nice.